just as dead in the eye of time. Nobody's losing. Faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. The swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Good morning everyone, welcome back to the Nature Patch. I am currently enjoying a lovely cup of coffee looking at the most amazing view that you would have seen in the first shots of this video. Scott and I have decided to come down a little bit further south than where we live and just come away to an Airbnb for a few nights for my birthday. My birthday is on Monday and we pretty much always come away for my birthday or both our birthdays just to have a relax, just us two. It's just how we like to celebrate. And this place is absolutely stunning. It's called Rock Lily Cottages. There's 2 cottages on the property and we're staying in the smaller one. It's like a mud brick style cottage and it has the most amazing view into the valley overlooking like the area of Brogo. So it's an absolutely stunning area and I keep saying that because it's just so beautiful and so peaceful, and it has been raining kind of since we got here, but nothing really too heavy, just like the perfect amount of rain that you want on your roof to like pitter patter, relax, cozy up. It hasn't been too cold as well, but I think we do want to have a fire tonight because there's a really cute little fireplace in this cottage. But I wanted to do just a little bit of a vlog today to share our trip with you, to share just a little bit of what this part of Australia looks like because it's so beautiful, and hence why I just love living around this area. So I wanted to share it with you all. Yesterday we drove down at a really leisurely pace. It was just so nice driving for a few hours and stopping kind of like every half an hour on the way. We of course started the trip getting our favorite coffee from our favorite bakery, which is just the best coffee and just has the best little treats in there and really delicious sourdough. And then we traveled down and we kind of traveled through Bateman's Bay area, which is so beautiful, and down to Mogo where we went shopping, and I did a little bit of shopping myself. I needed a few little new clothes and just, you know, it's your birthday, you've got to treat yourself. So I definitely did. And I also bought this cute little, I don't know, wooden mushroom figure kind of thing. I absolutely adore mushrooms and I have a little kind of mushroom collection at home of wooden sculptures. I just love them. So I had to pick it up because it was just so beautiful. And we just picked up a few little treats as well to keep us company on our journey down, and just the scenery around the south coast and the Sapphire Coast of New South Wales is just so beautiful, and you could honestly just spend weeks going to all of the different little towns here and exploring. We then had some lunch in Badella, which was really nice, in a cute little cafe. I think it was called Downward Dog Cafe. It was really nice. There's a really nice outdoor courtyard area. And yeah, headed down here, and the people who own the Airbnb and the property are just super lovely. I think we're going to go on a little bit of a walk this afternoon around the property and maybe go canoeing tomorrow at Brogo Dam. That would be absolutely lovely. But I think for today and this morning, I'm just going to relax a little bit, enjoy my beautiful coffee, and do probably a little bit of card reading with some oracle cards and tarot decks that I brought. I always like to do that to do some journaling, just kind of check in with myself each year for my birthday, which is why I love coming to these areas where it's just so peaceful and remote, where I can just be with Scott and also just have my alone time with myself, do some journaling, connect to nature, do some readings with nature, and just kind of intuitively receive messages that are going to better myself for the next year of my life. So this morning I am just going to do that, relax, and then we're actually going to meet some special people later today, which I'll definitely share a little bit of that if they would like to be on camera, which they are on camera a lot, so hopefully they will. But yeah, for now I'm just going to enjoy this beautiful rain, and the valley is just filled with clouds right now. We're in a cloud basically. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy this very peaceful time. It is really, really beautiful out there. I'm pretty sure that I heard some deer in the forest area because we just saw some before. I couldn't get them on camera, but I'm hoping I can get a shot of them at some point. I think I also heard a lyrebird out there trying to imitate a frog sound. Lyrebirds imitate different sounds that they hear around them as their kind of mating call, and then I did hear another lyrebird also make some interesting sounds to call back, but I don't think I could get that on camera too well. It's just so beautiful out there. So many different little birds flying around, but the clouds have come in again, and the whole valley is just filled with clouds. I'll just show you. You can kind of see it is just full of clouds. But I thought I would share with you just some of the things that I brought on this trip, just because I know a few of you were interested in different oracle cards and nature reading, nature journaling, and all of that. I'm still yet to kind of do a video on nature journaling. I would like to, but I'm just not too sure how to do that. But in the meantime, I'll just share with you some of the things that I did bring. I always bring a journal, so I usually have a journal for the year. It's nothing kind of special as in the paper or journal that I use. I just like something that travels fairly well, and that doesn't have a binder. I prefer the pages just nice and flat in the middle because I'm left-handed, and it gets a bit annoying when you're trying to write over the pages. But usually I'm writing in here like every second day or every few days or once a week, depending on how busy I am. And I use cards or nature to kind of intuitively receive messages that I can apply to my life, and just kind of get out whatever is in my head onto paper. I find it really helpful, and then no one reads this. I can do what I want with it, burn it or whatever when I'm done with it, but it's a great way to just kind of get my thoughts out on paper. If I ever am feeling like anxious or upset or happy or confused, I can just get it down, so at least it is out of my system a little bit. And I did bring a tarot deck. I just store this in this really cute bag that I got from Etsy, and I just used the Rider-Waite tarot deck. Really stock standard, very bright images, and this was the first deck that I ever got, and I just connect to it really well. I get really good readings from it, and I do usually like to pair this with an oracle deck. So that's kind of what the cards look like if you have never seen a tarot deck before. I am by no means great at reading tarot at all, and I don't use it for things like predictions or, you know, sorting out my problems or whatever. I use it to pull a card like that, and I look at the card, I read about the meanings, and I choose something from that card that is relevant to my life and apply it and see if I can get any messages from that. And that could just mean like I am feeling anxious for a day or confused about something, and it kind of taps into your intuitive side of your brain, and then I find it a lot easier to accomplish things and get something done if I have different logical steps on how to do that. And by using your intuition, usually your brain is quite logical, and you'll get there in the end. Sometimes you just need a little bit of helping hand. Scott got this for my birthday, which I opened up yesterday, which is a new oracle, which is Spirit of the Nature oracle. And this one is kind of related to the Green Man and Celtic mythology, and it's got a really nice book that comes with it that tells you all the meanings of the cards, and then the cards are really beautiful. So, I mean, I know it's not for everyone, but I really like pulling things like this, particularly cards that are related to nature. And my favorite one that I'll share with you, well, one of my favorites, because I do like this one and Laura's other deck, but this is probably my favorite deck. This is the Dreamtime Reading Cards by Laura Bowen. If you're interested in nature reading cards or oracle, or just how to read nature, you need to go and follow Laura on Instagram and look at her website, have a look at, she's got a few YouTube videos, and definitely get these cards. These cards are a perfect present or gift to yourself. She has a really great guidebook in here on all of the cards, and they're all based on Australian animals, specifically ones that are around where she lives in the mid-north coast. And then this is the cards that come with it. They have a really beautiful backing, and this is what the cards look like. I think a lot of them are going to be upside down. I'll try and find my favorite card in here. This is my favorite card. The freshwater turtle. I actually have a print of this as well. And she has keywords down at the bottom of the cards which relate to the meaning of these animals in nature and what it might mean if you see these animals, and just a little bit about the energy of the animals and where they might live and how they connect to other animals. And it's just so beautiful, her artwork and the meanings that she has behind these cards. She's also just a very amazing person, so lovely. These are my favorite, and I bring these with me pretty much any place I go that is in the mountains or on my birthday, I always have this deck. Or if I'm going to more of like a water-based area, I take her saltwater reading cards, which are more water-based and have more water-based animals rather than these, which are kind of your land-based animals. I really love learning about Aboriginal spirituality as well. It's something that is a passion of mine and helps me connect to some of my ancestors. And I find it just really, really interesting and a good way to be able to connect to the Australian landscape. I also brought 2 books with me. I'm trying to get back into reading, and I'm not a very great reader right now. I don't know, I find because I read so much with my job that it's hard to read books. But I am reading the Witcher series. This is the first book. It's kind of like, or it's the one before the first book, I suppose, a book of short stories. I really love the TV show. I mean, the characters, the actors, beautiful, as well as the storyline is just really interesting. And I just love the world that they've created, and the music and the graphics, everything in the TV show is just amazing. So I really love revisiting that with the short stories in this book. And I'm also going to start soon A Court of Thorns and Roses. This one has been recommended to me by a few people, and I've heard that it's really good, and it's kind of, I do like fantasy, but nothing too heavy, and I think these 2 are a good way for me to get back into reading. I have a really large range of different books that I like to read, whether it's fantasy or I love reading like memoirs, nature memoirs, science books, books about trees, a lot of different varieties of books, but that is the 2 that I am reading and going to start reading really soon. Right, I'm going to finish off my coffee and then we're going to head out for a bit and go and visit 2 people in particular on their lovely property around the south coast of New South Wales. So I'm really excited to meet them, and I'll hopefully be able to share a little bit with you. How are you liking the cottage so far?
It's very nice, very cozy.
It's very lovely. Bit chilly, but
Yeah, not quite.
quite
The
nice.
view's not quite as nice now when you can't actually see it.
no, it's very cloudy. We'll have a fire tonight though. It'll be lovely.
Nice warm fire.
All right, so we made a little bit of a trip down the road and we're here. I don't know, you might recognize the area or certain things behind me, the garden. A few people might recognize the people I'm about to show, but we made a trip and we have come down to see Diane and Samson. There they are. Whoa. I feel like it's 2 worlds colliding, but we are so excited to be here. So let me actually go down there and then we can say hello. Do you want to say hi?
Hello.
guys.
Hi, Robyn's World.
For anyone who hasn't seen Diane and Samson's channel, this is them. Do you want
This is
to
us.
say a little bit or a little bit about what you do here and what you do with your YouTube
yeah.
channel?
She's put it on,
Sorry.
us on the spot.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation about
Yeah.
how weird it is to not be the person filming.
Yes. It took us a couple of minutes just for Robyn to get the camera out and record herself rather than us.
Exactly.
We're so nervous. Our camera's behind us.
But you have a beautiful property here.
Thank you.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
We are Diane and Samson. We are variety homestead YouTubers, and we are just trying to change our lifestyle in a positive, ecological manner so that we can start eating really good food and live in a way that suits our morals.
And to put more simply, we put things into the ground and hope that they grow.
Yeah, that more than anything.
But yeah, it's so exciting to have you guys here.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really lovely to be here, and their garden is super nice. So we're going to do a little bit of exploring in the area. I'll have a few little clips of their garden, but definitely make sure to go and check out their YouTube channel. And I've got some amazing videos on homesteading, raising animals, growing a beautiful garden. So definitely make sure to go check it out.
Thanks.
So we're back at the Airbnb now, and like, look at this sunset. It is absolutely beautiful, and I know I've said that in pretty much all of the shots of this place. It's just stunning. So we're just going to enjoy this gorgeous view this afternoon. We'll probably go on a little walk of the property tomorrow morning, because I don't think we'll be able to go canoeing, unfortunately, because I think the dam is closed right now. But on this road that goes down there, the property is, I can't remember what they said, I think it's like almost 100 acres or so, and there's just beautiful trails along it. So tomorrow morning we might wake up early and do a little walk, so I'll share some shots from that. But tonight I think we're going to make some pasta, maybe have another glass of red wine or two, and just relax and enjoy the peaceful environment that we have here.